We out of left field, it's time to get real with all the juicy hot topics that bring appeal. Like who's a Hall of Famer and who's the best team. Number one up on the power ranking, that's a prestige. Man, the outfield is mine, I'm calling left center. My name is Daniac, a name that you should all remember. Yoni, who you bringing on? Who's the guest spot? They better be bringing their A game. Come on, let's talk.
All right, boys. This is the special episode number 10. We finally made it to the double digits. Very, very proud of all of us for coming this far. At first it was just an idea. Now it's actually really, I'm really excited. We're 10 episodes in, and this is something that can continue on and on and on. And it's very interesting. We're getting a lot of good feedback, not much bad feedback. And so that's definitely a testament to you guys always being able to be there with your insights. So thank you for coming on again. We're going to get ready for the mystery guest. Shiv, you know how it works. Fogel, you know how it works. Rock, paper, scissors. Winner is going to get to guess or decide who guesses the mystery guest.
I was told it's not 3, 2, 1. It's rock, paper, scissors. So I'll go that way. All right.
Let's do it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right.
Again.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right.
All right. Should you guess in?
Fogel,
yeah, I got this. I got this.
All right.
Yoni, how hard on a scale of 1 to 4? Give me the scale.
I think it's a 2, but some other people might think it's a 4. I don't know.
I feel very confident about this. Let's go.
Are you certain? If you don't get it, Shiv, you're never going to be guessing again. That's guaranteed.
I'm blacklisted if I don't get this. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Grew up in the Côte Saint-Luc hood. Like Baskin Robbins, I can give you 31 reasons on why he's good. In season lucky number 13, he's having his best season that I've ever seen. A career 416 hits, 24 triples, and 10 homers. No one is better in the clutch at keeping his composure. The championship is the only goal he moves towards, and we all know he won't win any sportsmanship awards. Playing him gives his opponents anxiety because he knows all about being a part of a rivalry. And it's true, he's more brains than he is brawn, but the only question I have left is, what side are you on? Now, you guys claim to be wise men, so tell me, who's my mystery guest for this special episode number 10?
It's a hard one.
That is tough. I mean, there's a couple of things in there that make me think it could be the spicy Jason Portnoy, but I'm not sure he's allowed by contract to appear on other podcasts. So,
rivalry.
I don't know.
True rivalry.
True rivalry and the no sportsmanship award. I got to go Portnoy here.
All right, mystery guest, reveal yourself.
Holy shit.
Jason Portnoy. Wow, Shiv, you got that pretty easily.
Honor, and a privilege to appear with Gary V, Damon John, Shiv, people that have appeared on podcasts with Jason Portnoy.
Man, I'm just impressed that you got it. So
well, let me tell you, Gary V told.
I mean, I'm pretty good at this game. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Gary V. Jason.
Not very good at rock paper scissors though.
No.
Fogel's the mastermind at rock paper scissors.
I got
gets in my head.
Jason, Gary V told you on your 20th episode that he's going to come on, and Jason Portnoy told me on my 10th he'll make an appearance.
Wow.
This is special. We have a very special guest here, Jason. Welcome to the.
Didn't think you'd make it to 10. Didn't think you'd make it to 10, truthfully, but
I appreciate it. But we're really, really happy having you. Thank you for giving us the time. Jason, tell us what's the league seems different this year. Something seems different about the league. What is it?
I'm hitting.
Okay.
I love it.
I mean, that's that credit to Shiv though. That's all Shiv. I gotta give credit to where it's due.
Not all. Couple of tips that you put into practice. I don't. Yeah,
without those tips, I'm hitting sub 400 again.
My Ghost Mondo.
Oh, Ghost Mondo. Yeah, Ghost Mondo definitely making a difference. And I don't know. I think the talent in this league has definitely improved over the past seasons. I remember when I first started, talent wasn't like this. So,
okay, guys. So just before, I'd like to finish off. We gave the first 16 All-Stars. I'm going to rename those first 16, and then we're going to finish off the roster for the rest of the All-Star game. I'm just going to name those. But before I do, I have someone here that wants to maybe hype up the event a little bit, give 2 words about the event, and then we'll move on to naming all the players for the skills competition and the All-Star game. So we're going to welcome our guest. Everyone, please welcome him.
Gotta be Bruce. It's gotta be Bruce. Gotta be Bruce.
Great guest.
Bruce,
two good ones today,
Takafman,
Yoni.
connecting to audio.
Two good ones.
How are you, Bruce? Welcome.
Hey guys, great to be on the pod. How you guys doing?
All is good. All is good. How you doing, Bruce?
Couldn't be better, boys. The playoffs are upon us. Exciting times in Exec for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Bruce, we're really, really excited. We're getting very excited for the first annual Charles Takafman All-Star and Skills Competition. I'm super excited. People don't know this, or maybe they do, that you've generously sponsored to help make this event happen. We really appreciate that. I'd like for you to, first of all, I heard that your dad played in Exec. Was an Exec OG. Tell us a little bit about your dad, how he played, and give us a little background.
Yeah, believe it or not, my dad played in Exec in the late 80s and early 90s, and he was a catcher, so we come from a long line of catchers. So we have the genetics of catchers in our family. So, one of my earliest memories is actually coming to T2 and watching him play. And I remember asking some of his teammates if he was any good. And at the time, I didn't know the difference between a catcher and an outfielder, but they all said he was good. I think they're trying to be nice, but, we were catchers. Listen, we're 12s, and I think baseball and sports meant a lot to him. And, tragically, unfortunately, during the season, he passed away. And, it's through community, through, your friends and my teammates. And they really rallied behind me, wrote me messages, checked on me. And that's what Exec is all about, community and friendship. And I'll show you guys a little picture of what sports meant to us. So here he is. Here's us at Giants Stadium. Just right before COVID, we went to Eli Manning's last game against the Dolphins. So we love baseball. He loved football. He loved all sports. And I'm sure he'd be honored to have the Executive League All-Star game, the first ever Executive League All-Star game, named after him. And truthfully, I'm touched that the league decided to do this. So thank you guys very much.
Bruce, you're one of the most loved players in the league, and we're there for you throughout for anything. So we're always here if you ever need to talk or any of those things. But also, you're a big part of the league as well. So just wanted to thank you for that.
One of the best teammates I've ever had, I have to say. First time I've ever got to play with Bruce, and he is he's a good one. Let me tell you, a fun guy to play with.
Thank you, brother. But more importantly, the All-Star game is going to take place on August 20th. It's coming in 2 Sundays from now. It's basically going to be a skills competition between 2 and 4 o'clock, and we got the All-Star game taking place between 4 and 6. It's going to be food, drinks, going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to honor the memory of my old man, and I think I'm going to get my mom to throw out the first pitch. So we're going to try that, and hopefully she won't ground me again, and we'll get her out to throw out the first pitch.
Well, Bruce, we're really, really excited for this tournament, and we hope that his memory will be a blessing and will be able to be carried on for years and years to come through this Exec League All-Star game. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming, and we're very excited for this event.
And one last thing before I go, I'm the first 12 ever to be on the podcast. Just saying goodbye.
I love you, Bruce.
See y'all.
The best.
Take care.
What a beauty.
All right, guys. That's always good to have Bruce on here.
Very nice.
Positive vibes. Jason, we're gonna name the All-Stars. Okay. So the first 16 that were already named for JB, you have Jay Burke and Slep. For Truckers, you have Kligger and Caddy. For Ezerzo, you have Hassan and Mali. For the Bears, you have Shiv and Lior. For PSB, you have Jared and myself. For Flint, you have Rose and Darren. Title Bomb for Mario and Feast, you have Harrison and Jake Frankel. And for the Coates and Luke Bagel, you have Buckman and Berryhill. Good list of 16 over there. Jason's name was on there at one point. I'm going to let him a little bit later on when we go through the rest of the rounds. When we get to round 10, Jason will explain what he's not very happy with what I said in the last podcast. So I'm going to let him air his laundry live on podcast. We're going to name out these All-Stars, and then we're going to get to stuff where I'm going to need all your guys' help. So for this, the All-Stars that were named, and I'm going to name them by round. This was not an easy choice. There was a group of 6 or 7 people that voted on these All-Stars. It wasn't done by the podcast. It was done by a group of 6 or 7 people. lots of ties and lots of figuring out who to send in. So if you didn't make the All-Star team, it's not a hit against you or your skills or anything that you brought. It's the fact that we went by round and we tried to make sure that every round was represented and included, because there are some ones and twos that should, or threes even, that should definitely be in the All-Star game that just got, I would say, with using Shiv's word, snubbed, because we had to include every round. And in exec, I feel the only proper way is to include every round. Right, that's the way the league is made, and that's how it is. So, Jason, Hassan, Darren, Jared, and Buckman were all taken from the first rounders. Who's missing from there? The number one guy missing from there: Hassan, Jared, Buckman, and Darren. Those are the ones.
Cam, well, Shiv now, but Cam.
Cam, that's your guess? Well, you got the first one right. Jason is 1 for 1. Cam, congratulations. You are in the All-Star game. Round 2. Round 2 was a tough round. Okay, round 2 was tough. There was a lot of people that deserved it. Jason, pick one second rounder that you think should be there that's not there yet.
Without the list in front of me and seeing who's in round 2, who went round 2?
PSB.
But no, round 2 is
Bram.
Oh, round 2 is Bram. I thought we took Yoni just for fun to give him second and boost him up. Yoni, you're my 2. You're my 2.
I appreciate it.
So I didn't even think about it. So Bram.
Bram is correct. Hitting over 600, top of the league, if not first, then second in RBIs. Up there just a powerful hitter, great hitter.
Very deserving.
Very deserving. Round 3, we went pitcher. Who did we go with, Jason?
Caddy.
Nope. Caddy went round 4, I believe.
Oh, he was already in anyway.
He was in already. Yeah, there you go.
John Gal.
John Gal at number 3. Number 4 was a tough pick, but it was an easy pick because we can't have this All-Star game without Ryan Burkowski. Ryan Burkowski having a hell of a season, especially when they play on T3. It did come into question. We are playing at T2. Would it matter? No, he's just having a good season. So Burke definitely belongs in the conversation. Round 5. Jason, your favorite hair guy.
Shano.
Yes,
Shane,
sir.
definitely deserving. Again, tough round. Very tough round.
5's very strong.
There was I think round 5 was one of the strongest rounds. Out of them all. Round 6, we have a bear. Logan Frankel.
Yes, sir.
Logan Frankel went round 6. Shiv says it's a no doubter. There's 0 questions. Logan Frankel, best player in that round. He went there. Round 7, it's probably second toughest round, just because there were 2-3 people that everyone was debating. It ended up being a tie between 2 people, and we had to make a decision. Fogel was the swing vote. And getting in from Côte St. Luc Bagel, Aronovich. Diego.
I like it.
Congratulations, Diego. Round 8, according to Shiv, no brainer. Greg Cates. Congratulations, Greg. Round 9. There were some people very, very strongly suggesting that this person be in the All-Star game. And yes, he is deserving. He's been hitting really, really well as of late. And from what I'm told, he's been fielding very well as well. Darren Rosenthal in at round 9. Now, here we go, Jason. We're at round 10. Before I name who the replacement was, because you were the unanimous vote for round 10, and I mean unanimous. Before we name a replacement, are you going to play in the game, Jason?
He's too good for the game.
So I could have pressed charges and filed a lawsuit against you for slandering my name and reasons of why I'm not. So I decided to come on the podcast instead, though. It has nothing
to get him on.
It has nothing to do with cookies. It has nothing to do with playing in the All-Star game. It's we're having a baby, and I can't commit to agreeing to do anything right now without knowing what's going on. The baby's due next week, so any day now, could be late, could be early. can't commit, and then if I'm stuck with the two kids and I got to bring them to the event, they'll never let me play in the game and just sit on the side. It will be a disaster. They'll be running onto the field. They'll be causing mayhem. So I decided it would be better to just give it to someone else who wants to play, deserves to play, and do it that way.
Much better reason than that he didn't want to throw cookies. By
But
the
you
way,
said makes sense when I said it. For the record, watch that episode.
I mean, I'll rewatch. I'm not sure I said that, but
all right.
I
so
suppose
Jason,
as
I
a pitcher,
apologize
it's
on
tough,
camera for taking the wrong words out of your mouth, and I'm happy you were able to straighten that up. So okay, you can go on.
Forgiven, brother.
I'm joking. Yeah. So if there was a GTD spot available, would you take it?
Playing, if all goes well and we don't have the baby and my wife could watch the two kids, I would say yes. I just don't want to get hurt. I hurt myself last game. I also don't want to make sure I want to make sure that doesn't happen. If I felt 1,000%, then I would do it.
Bogle and Jared loving that answer.
Yeah, don't get hurt.
So the round 10 nominee, Lawrence Menahem. Congratulations. He's been playing center field as a 10. And when you're playing center field as a 10 and you're playing quite well in the field, you earn yourself a spot in
very deserving, having himself a season.
He's hitting well.
In the All-Star game. Number 11 was apparently a no-brainer. I don't disagree because it's not. This isn't an umping All-Star game. This is a playing All-Star game. Jason, who's our 11th rounder?
Oh God, it's definitely not an umping. It's Yaron.
Okay, I'm not going to make a face. Okay, I'm not going to make a face.
No, he already got it right.
Amazing player. Like awful ump.
But we still love him. We still love him at the end of the day, even though we argue and we fight with him. We couldn't have the league without him. So we'll
I love him. He knows I would say this to his
alone.
face. He knows I would say this to his face,
alone.
so he knows I love him.
And our round 12, also very deserving, Bruce Tackefman, who is probably having his best season yet in this. So I don't want people to think he's getting nominated because he's sponsoring or it's named after his father. He earned his way on, and congratulations to Bruce.
For sure.
So that's our All-Star. That's our All-Star game. We didn't name the 2 wild cards yet. We have 2 wild cards that weren't named. Now, Jason, you don't have the rounds in front of you, right? So I'm not gonna try to put you on the spot and or anything like that. But there was a big vote for this one as well, and it was a 6-person race. There were some 1s in there. There were some 2s in there. There was some 5s in there. The unanimous or almost unanimous decision for wild card number 1. He's a speedster and he plays for the Bears. Who is it?
The speedster, Jordan Benzor.
Jordan Benzor in at wild card. Congratulations, Jordan.
Is this league versus FDI in the All-Star game? Just curious.
Ha!
I mean, I think we could win that game.
They'd have to show up to play though.
Easy. It's one game that I'm missing a bunch of guys. It's a random Sunday in August.
And the last wild card spot goes to someone who will be a legend. He will be known as a great player in the league. He's been in the league for a long time. He's been playing Coach and Luke softball for a long time. It was a tough decision again. There were a lot of people to choose from. This one came down to 2 last people, and this person was chosen from JB.
Tony Ricci.
Tony Ricci
I like
having
it.
himself a
Very,
great
very
season.
deserving.
Congratulations.
I like it. I love Tony.
Congratulations, Tony. Now, if you didn't hear your name, don't get discouraged. First of all, like I said, it's nothing to do with your skills. It was really, really tough to narrow it down. We tried to make it as fair as possible and do it as fair as possible. But also, there's a very good chance that not all 30 people that were named to the All-Star game can make it. So there will be replacements. So the hope is still there. If you didn't make it, your name is still on our list. And there's a good chance that you can make it in as a replacement. So congratulations.
Yoni, one last thing.
Yeah.
Just, you were talking about this last week and how Exec has got that family thing to it. Makes me really happy to see Jordan, Lior, and Darren all playing in the All-Star game. I think that'll be fun for those 3 guys.
Jordan, Lior, and Darren. Yes.
And Uncle Darren. Yeah.
Poor Aiden didn't make it.
That's okay. Aiden will be there on the sidelines, cheering them on and causing trouble.
For the record, out of the 30 people, there will be a draft on a podcast a week from today, next Friday. The draftees are the 2 finalists, captain finalists from last year, which are Shiv and Hirsch. So Shiv and Hirsch will be managing his bench. Shiv, it's either you or Maluski can manage the other bench if you want.
I'm not sure Maluski's going to come out for this, but you never know. I've been wrong before.
I don't know. There's hot dogs. Who knows? Hot dogs, merguez, hamburgers. It's kosher.
Have you seen the shape that guy's in? There's no way he eats hot dogs.
No way he eats hot dogs. It's true.
No.
Cam is bringing wings. I don't know if those are what the health factors are on those, but
You need protein shakes.
protein
There you go.
shakes. Jason, you just volunteered yourself to sponsor the
For Maluski.
The protein shake bar.
perfectly mentored
For Maluski. Maluski shows up, I'll buy him a protein bar.
You got it.
He's there.
Okay.
That's Jason.
That's a verbal commitment.
We have 20 more minutes, and I'd like to get through 2 main things. I want to just finish off with the All-Star. We're going to go with the skills competition, and then we're going to move on to the big stuff, which is what the hell is going on in the standings right now in Exec. Anything can happen. I'm going to get your guys' opinions. I have a sheet over here, a spreadsheet where I'm going to write all your answers, and we're going to see how it ends. We're going to tally the scores at the end. We're going to see how it ends up. Home run derby. I'm going to name you who's in the home run derby now. Tell me if there's somebody I didn't mention that should be there. There are people that probably should be there, but we had to narrow it down to 12. This is what we have for now. Kate's, Hassan, Harry, Darren, Jared, Buckman, Ryan Burke, Cam, myself, Max Morgan, Bram G, Randy Rose. Sounds like a hell of a home run derby to me.
It's a pretty complete list, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Jason, are you going to go with the obvious? Who are you picking to win it?
Gotta go with Jared. Gotta go with my boy.
Go with Jared. I like that. If you saw how Jared was hitting the ball last game, now I'm telling you, he got out on them, but I'm not joking when I tell you Eric Hassan was playing him beyond second base. And in
Jared or Bram. I'm going with my boys.
If Gallows is pitcher in the home run derby, if Gallows pitching him in the home run derby, you're gonna have to put the fence at the edge of the infield for him to get any out.
Fighting words.
We are gonna have defense for the home run derby. I'm just reminding you guys there. We're putting out 4 outfielders for the home run derby and they can rob home runs. You rob a home run because it's gonna be too easy for some people.
No, but in all seriousness, if you're lining people up along the fence to rob things, Buckman's winning this thing hands down. Like, no, like, you gotta put people standing in the.
They gotta be legit
field.
home runs. The problem is the fence is at 230, which is very shallow. So
yeah, 230 too small for Buckman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Buckman, no brainer. Greg Cates, sleeper, I think, and then we go from there.
We're gonna put the left field line extra far though.
All right, what do you got next, Yoni?
All right. So next we have fastest man. I'm going to name you who's in it from every team. We're missing 2 players. If you could think of 2 more that would go in, or should we just leave it at this? Jordan, Hassan, or Mali? Which one would you take, Hassan or Mali?
Hassan. Let's not make the injured guy run. The knee's still healing.
Also, he'll probably get caught out between third and home. So,
you know what? For the record, Mali would actually be a good add to the home run derby. He's got that like uppercut pull swing. I think he could surprise people in that.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing.
Singer, Logan White, Jared. Now you have 3 from JB. You have Jay Burke and Salas. Who's MM?
Max Morgan.
Max Morgan. Between those guys,
Salas.
who do you take?
Salas is the fastest of those 3.
Okay, you have Shane and you have Bram. Anyone else missing?
Oh,
I mean, did you say Randy?
Sorry?
Did you say Randy Rose? I think
not.
Randy and Cam both don't want to run, actually. I think they're both hurting a little bit.
Cam definitely doesn't. I know that.
Yeah. So in that case, I think it's a good list.
Okay. Fastest pitch.
I don't think Elliot Rohr needs to be in there, despite Maislin's opinion that he's the fastest guy in the league. I think he's the best endurance runner. Best
Should we-
endurance runner.
Should
but
we
not
put
a
him in?
fast-
Because maybe he could turn some heads. I would put him in
Yeah.
just for entertainment factor.
Throw him in. Throw him in there.
I'm gonna throw him
I'm all
in.
for
Roar,
it.
you
I'm all
are
for
in
it.
the race. Congratulations. Prove Maislin right is what I should say. Fastest pitch, we're gonna put basically all the pitchers, and then we're gonna add Lino and Ryan Frankel.
Yeah.
Who'd you take there?
I mean, I chose
To
Ryan
win?
Franco on like 4 weeks ago, so I'll stick with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Franco,
Oh.
Gal.
Franco or Caddy.
Yeah, Caddy. I think Franco, Caddy, Gal are the three favorites there.
Okay, accurate pitch. Same people.
JP. JP was my one
Jason, if
4
it
weeks
wasn't
ago.
you, or if you can't make it because you had a baby, who would it be? Accurate pitch.
Caddy.
Caddy? Shiv?
Everyone great pitchers. I think Caddy's like from an accuracy standpoint, just could hit every spot.
I think I'd go Gal again. He's pretty good at hitting his spots too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Steve White, so it's we got a mix here.
It's a good trio. Yeah.
Okay.
Gal's dirty pitching, like his pitches are like dirty. They move and they shake, but like Caddy just could hit every spot.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So for best arm, I'm just going to need your guys' help before this is the last one. For best arm, I'm going to need your help filling in the sheet. Right now, I have Shane, Mally Jr., Yoni, Jared. Who else should be there?
Buckman,
Ryan
Frankel.
Frankel. Ryan Frankel.
Okay, Buckman, Franco. Who else?
Lozov has a good arm, but I don't think he'll be attending. So
Yeah, Lozov is not allowed to. He's allowed to attend. He's not allowed to participate.
Okay. Is that good? We good with 6 guys for that competition?
Yeah, I think those are probably the 6
If we
strongest
can
arms
think
in
of
the league.
anyone else, we'll add it. We have until Friday to add everyone to the roster. Again, I'm going to announce. Don't miss next Friday's episode where we do the draft between Shiv and Hirsch. Hirsch does have the first pick. One can only speculate he's going to take Buckman. We gave him the first pick because, in all fairness, he won the championship. Correct?
Too
he
soon.
did.
Too soon.
Too
Okay.
soon.
How soon? How long do I have to wait? Okay, so he's going to
Until I win this year, then you can talk about it.
Then I can talk about it. Okay. So we're good, guys. It sounds like a really, really fun event. There's going to be food. There's going to be drinks. We're going to come out. We're going to have fun. Even if you can't make it for the whole thing, come out for a little bit. Come hang out. Come say hi. Come have a drink. Come have a dog. You know, like just take some pictures so that we could throw it up on the podcast intro. You know, like just come out. It's going to be fun. And now okay. So right now we're going to move on to the real nitty gritty. We're moving on to the playoffs. It's super exciting. There's 4 teams with 3 games left, and there's 4 teams with 2 games left, if I'm not mistaken. I actually have the schedule prepared here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the schedule. You're each gonna give me your pick for that game, and I'm gonna mark it down in my sheet here on who picked what. And at the end of the day, we're gonna see how the standings end up using your picks from those games. We get it?
I think we'll have a mix on the Sunday FDI PSB game.
Yes, there's definitely going to be
I predict a 3-1 mix on that one. Yeah.
3-1 vote. So, but I'm going to mark it
Although
down.
Portnoy does like pitching for the Bears, so you never know. He might swing for us on this one.
All right, so here we go. We have Mother Truckers, JB Consulting at T2. JB is at home. Jason.
I like the Truckers this game.
Truckers. So I'm going to put Jason 1 for Truckers, and JB gets the loss. Okay.
Truckers for me.
Shiv takes the Fogel takes the Truckers and the loss to JB. And Shiv?
That's a tough one for me, but half JB is subbing for me Sunday night, so I'm gonna roll with my boys. JBC.
So Shiv is going JB and the Truckers with the loss. Perfect. Next game. This is probably the game of the year, the game of the season. This game could mean everything. PSB and the Bears. Jason.
I think we all know how we're voting.
Jason PSB, Fogel PSB, Shiv Bears.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say, it's unfortunate that I'm going to be missing nine of my guys and rolling out a team of subs, because I think whatever the result, win or lose, it's not really my team playing against PSB on that night. But we'll come out and compete. I have some gamer subs lined up, guys like Tony and Slep and Max Morgan and Mally Jr. So I think we'll put a competitive team out there, make it fun.
Let's play Monday night or Wednesday night. Mix it up.
I would not say no to that.
I'd be down.
You'd have to
Team on team, that's a
eliminate
better
the
way.
Hampstead game for that to happen, no?
That's all right. Can be done.
Shiv, don't forget my hat, eh? I'm going to wear it to the next podcast.
Should make it happen. We agree.
I'll look into it.
Okay, those are the Sunday games. Now we're going to move on to Tuesday. We have Flint Tropics, Mother Truckers. Jason.
Flint Tropics, Mother Truckers. I'm going Truckers.
Truckers for Jason. Fogel.
Truckers.
Truckers, Shiv.
Make that 3 for the Truckers.
3 for the Truckers, and that means that Flint Tropic gets a loss in each category. Okay. Now we have FDI Bears, Coates and Luke Bagel. Jason.
Bagels with a huge upset.
Jason takes
2-0. They go 2-0 against FDI.
It's true.
Jason takes
Come do.
us. Fogel.
I gotta go FDI.
Attaboy.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And Fogel's going with the Bears. Jason has the Bears losing. 1 second. Let me just put that in. Okay. And Shiv, you're going FDI Bears, I'm assuming.
Obvious. Yes,
And
sir.
Wes losing. Okay. Next we have Mario Feast and PSB. Shiv.
All in shit there.
Close game, but I'm gonna roll with PSB.
I like it.
Shiv
Good
PSB. That
decision.
means Mario and Feast takes 3 L's from you guys. Perfect. And then we have JB Consulting against Team Ezerzer. Jason.
I'll go with what I want, JBC.
Yeah, no gal that all week, by the way. So just when
Jason
you're
with
making your
JB,
picks, something to
Fogel,
keep in mind.
I'm going JB.
JB, and Shiv.
Yeah, no gal. I think I gotta go JB there.
JB. So that gives 3 L's to Ezerzer from you guys. Okay, perfect. Now we have the remakes. Mario and Feast, Team Ezerzer. Fogel.
I'm going Mario. No gal again. Mario's played them well. I subbed for Mario when we beat that team. I'm going Mario.
Loss. Okay. Jason.
No, I agree.
Mario.
Yep.
So Jason goes for MF, and Ezerzer the loss. Okay. And Shiv.
I'm subbing for Mario Thursday night, so I'm not gonna bet against myself. Mario and Feast for the win.
Feast and Ezerzer
I had that intel.
with the loss. Okay, so
For canty
Ezerzer,
information.
according to most people, according to everyone, Ezerzer goes 0 for 2 this week.
That's probably some wishful thinking on all our parts, just based on how the standings look. But at the same time, I don't think you can't lose the best pitcher or one of the top pitchers in the league and not have
Second
some
best.
impact. God, you like Caddy a lot, or no? I respect that.
JB, we gotta move on.
Touche.
We have like
Good
5.5 minutes. So JB, PSB,
Shiv.
Shiv, PSB,
I'm gonna go JB.
Shiv, JB, and PSB.
Plotkin very scared of Ryan Burkowski. I think it's gonna rattle up the whole team. And
Only
JB's gonna
T3.
pull.
Only on T3.
I don't know. I think Plotkin's he's in his
Jason.
Ryan Burke in Plotkin's head.
Plotkin's scared of his own shadow half the time. Like he just rolls through everything.
Okay, so how we have it, according to you guys, PSB is going 3-0. According to Shiv, 2-1. Oh no, you picked JB over us, so you have us going 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Okay, so now we're gonna we still have more games. Coates and Luke Bagel, FDI. You guys playing twice?
Yeah, back to back. Home and home.
They're
and
not
home
winning back to
series.
back. I'll give this one to Shiv.
That's
They're
a good
not gonna
scheduling.
win back to back.
Shiv.
Okay, Jason's giving
Okay,
Shiv
but
a
before
win.
you start with the scheduling chirps, these are made up rainouts. I can't control the weather. They come from random days in the year. Thank you.
Fogel,
And
you
yes,
taking
they're
the Bears?
both on T2, I would assume. Yeah.
Are you home for both games also?
No.
Home on T2. Let's go. Let's
Okay,
roll.
yeah.
Okay, you took the Bears, so you take Bus losing, Fogel, and Shiv, you take the Bears. So you guys have 3 games also. Shiv has you guys going 3-0, right? So
Correct.
if you go 3-0, that would put you in first place.
We control our own destiny. If we win out, we're first place.
You don't play Zerzer though.
No, but I have a game in hand on them, and they're 1 point ahead of me. So if I
Okay,
win out,
So according to you guys, Zerzer lost 3. So they stay at 27 points. FDI Bears, according to Shiv, won all 3. So they're at 32 points. Okay, according to Fogel and Jason, the Bears go 1-2. Right? So if they go 1-2,
I said 2-1. 2-1 for me.
2-1 for you?
1-2 for Jason. Yeah.
Okay, so the Bears would have 30 points at 2-1 and 28 at 1-2. It's really coming down, if you believe it or not. It's really like this PSB Bears game is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Because if PSB wins the
game
game,
of the year.
they have 27 points. The Bears have 26, and then the PSB would control the destiny.
Well, no,
No.
Zerzer would have 27 also, and I think they have the tiebreaker on you.
Yeah,
On
they do.
us. Oh, okay, but we still have other games. We have to play JB and Maryland Feast.
Right. I think right now the way it works is my team controls its own destiny. Behind them, if Gal wins out, he would be first, assuming I lost a game. And then I think you guys, if you win out, you jump me, so you're guaranteed a top 2. So
If we want to finish top 2, we like the two of us.
Probably have to win out.
FDI and PSB are in control of their destiny.
Correct.
We would have
win.
to go,
We win. We get it.
I mean, the same could be said about Gal. Any of these 3 teams win out, they're
Yeah.
top 2.
but according to
they're not
our
looking for
thing,
miracles.
according to our thing right here, according to what we did, you would have let's say FDI was in first, you would play Bus, and I'm going according to Shiv's
I would choose.
Yeah, you would choose. I'm assuming you would go Bus, and then PSB would be in second, and they would go Tropic.
Bring on Federer.
And they would go Tropic, and then it looks like it would be a Mother Truckers playing against Zerzer in the 3-6.
Do you want that rivalry?
And then
game?
you have
I'm
Mario
curious.
Feast and JB in the 4-5 game. Now those are all good series. Like the 4-5, the 3-6 are amazing.
Wait, does Shiv want that rivalry game? Do you want Federer round 1?
Honestly, I don't care who I play. If it's
You get to
you're
choose.
gonna have to beat.
So
You're gonna have to beat good teams eventually. So I will choose the 8th seed just in the interest of not poking the bear. Whoever that ends up being, that's
I feel
who I
like
would
that's
play
the general
if I had the choice.
consensus for everybody. I
For
feel
me,
like
if
that's
you're
the
like-
general
History
consensus.
has proved anything. It's that choosing an opponent or trying to overthink it has backfired more often than not. So
Agreed.
I would stay away from that.
And if you're
except
one
for
of
when
the
you
top,
except for when you chose us. That didn't
Yeah,
work
that
too
worked
well.
out.
What would be
I'm your
For us.
playoff
It worked out
nemesis.
for you.
I'm your playoff nemesis.
Which
Yes.
series would you say out of those series, if that was the series, which series is going to 5?
3-6 game is going to be the big one. Whichever one of PSB, Zerzer,
Truckers.
and the Bears play the Truckers, I think that has the potential to go 5. And I think Mario Feast against the 4 seed, which looks at the moment like it might be JBC. That you never know. Marion
Who would
Feast,
you
they win
take in
games.
that? Who would you take in the 4-5 game? Seeing how JB is falling down and Marion Feast is climbing.
I
JB.
would take JB. I think I need to see Mario and Feast at 12, win a big game. Now they did beat us with 12 guys. I'll give them that. But I think their defense with 12 is complicated. There's a lot of moving pieces and a lot of stuff to navigate. And Crane and Harry are good at it, but that's a heavy hitting team, JBC. I don't know if you can hide for 9 innings. That's
I mean,
Anyway,
they're obviously going to load
guys-
up the right side with
For sure.
guys on the left. But
We have just about 10 seconds. I wanted to take this time to thank Jason. Thank you for coming out. Really appreciate you.
Portnoy.
Shiv, Fogel,
You've done an
always a
awesome
pleasure.
job, Yoni, by the way.
Thanks.
Very
I
proud of you.
appreciate it, man. All
Yeah,
the
you're
best,
good,
guys,
buddy.
and we'll see you all. Take care.
See you guys. Yeah.
Good luck on the field.